Hi everyone, and welcome again to Nettle, the go-to place to learn about business, finance, economics, and much more. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click that bell notification button below so that you never miss fresh videos and tutorials you might be interested in. Many thanks to our current Patreon supporters and YouTube members for making this video possible, and we'd also greatly appreciate if you consider supporting us as well. So please click the link in the description or click the join button below for more details. My name is Sava, and today we're investigating a crucial concept in investment appraisal and the link between financial management in terms of investment appraisal, risk management, and decision making, which are sensitivity analysis and scenario analysis. Whenever you appraise a project and calculate its, say, NPV, we often rely on all of the inputs and all of the assumptions that we make when building the cash flow schedule or estimating the discount rate as certain and given. However, in reality, some of those might be uncertain, and therefore knowing the sensitivity of your project's value creation capacity to changing inputs or assumptions is quite useful. Also, it is very common in real-world business practice to build scenarios, such as an optimistic scenario or pessimistic scenario, by varying multiple assumptions at a time in the direction of beneficial or, again, detrimental for the project and the company in particular, to see how resilient, how robust this project in terms of its value generating capacity is to changing external circumstances. So let's consider a very simple project, which will be a 5-year project with an initial investment of 1 million, sales volume of 1,000, sales price of 500, variable cost of 100, fixed costs of 50,000, and a discount rate of 10%. That would allow us to calculate the net present value of this project and perform conventional appraisal quite easily. First of all, for the time, let's use the sequence function. We'll use 5 rows, referring to time here, 1 column, start at the first year and go 1 year at a time. We'll use the sequence function, input the number of years, 5, 1 column, start with the first year and move 1 year at a time. That generates a sequence of our years for our discounted cash flow schedule. And now let's build it all in one cell. First, let's take into account our revenue and cost of goods sold. So we multiply our sales volume by the difference between sales price and variable cost. So that is our gross profit calculated. Then we subtract our fixed cost to calculate our operating profit. And then we discount. So we divide by 1 plus the discount rate, raised to the power of our year sequence, and that we can lock so that we can perform scenario analysis easily later on. That constructs our discounted cash flows, which we can easily use to calculate our net present value, which will be the sum of our discounted cash flows minus the investment amount. We can see that this project is creating value for our company, and it creates 327,000 worth of value in present value terms, which means that we should accept this project from a conventional appraisal perspective. However, if we want to evaluate its resilience, we can perform sensitivity analysis. For that, let's copy the initial assumptions across here and then use goal seek to vary each of those assumptions one at a time to see how sensitive is the project to relative changes in each of those assumptions. So first of all, for the investment amount, let's go data what if analysis goal seek, set our NPV to 0 by changing the investment amount. And we can see that investment can increase to over 1.3 million before our project becomes unprofitable. So we can copy and paste it over here and calculate our sensitivity as the break-even value divided by the initial value minus 1. The sensitivity is 32.68% meaning that in relative terms, the required investment amount can increase by 32.68% before the project becomes unprofitable. Now we revert back to the initial values of our inputs or assumptions and run goal sequence again. Now for our second assumption, which is, and run goal seek again, now for our second assumption, which is sales volume. We press OK, and it calculates our break-even sales volume as 784, which means if we drag the sensitivity equation down, that sales volume can reduce by 21.55% before our project becomes unprofitable. And here we can see that the project is more sensitive in relative terms to sales volume than to the investment amount, as sales volume need to change by a smaller relative amount for the project to become unprofitable. For example, if sales volume drops by 25%, say it's 750, the project destroys value in present value terms. But if investment increases by 25%, the project is still beneficial. So the lower the sensitivity parameter is in terms of its absolute value, the more sensitive the project is to this factor. And this is something that links our appraisal exercises and real-world management of the project, as it shows which particular areas need to be paid most attention to. So for example, here we need to pay more attention that we can sell all of our products rather than that we ration our investment well. However, both are important obviously, but the relative sensitivity to sales volume is higher. Now we resetted our initial conditions. We go to goal seek again, set NPV to 0 by changing the sales price, and that creates a value of 414, which results in a sensitivity of 17.24%. That's the most sensitive of the factors so far, because this is the lowest absolute value of the three. The sales price can go down by only 17.24% for the project to still remain profitable. And this is actually quite straightforward from a business perspective. Most of the time, projects are more sensitive to sales price than sales volume, as if volume decreases, it negatively affects both revenue and cost of goods sold, whereas if only the sales price decreases, revenue goes down, whereas variable costs remain the same. Now let's evaluate the sensitivity to variable costs. Again, setting NPV to 0 by changing the variable costs cell. And here we can see that the project is actually quite resilient to changes in variable costs with a sensitivity of 86.20%. Variable costs can almost double and the project will still be profitable. For fixed costs, we run the goal seek again. And observe that the project is also very resilient to the value of fixed costs, as they can nearly triple before our project starts being value destroying for the shareholders. And finally, for the discount rate, this might seem very familiar because it is. That would effectively be calculating the internal rate of return of the project. The internal rate of return of the project is effectively a sensitivity measure, which tells you by how much your discount rate can change before your project becomes unprofitable. And here we see that the discount rate can increase by 12 percentage points, or in relative terms by 121%, which means that the project is not very sensitive to discount rate, fixed costs, or variable costs, but it is quite sensitive to the investment amount, sales volume, and especially sales price. And now let's do some scenario analysis and let's evaluate the optimistic and pessimistic scenario against the business as usual scenario, or the baseline scenario. So for the optimistic scenario, let's increase all of the inputs that are beneficial to the company, sales volume and sales price that is, and reduce all inputs that are detrimental to the project success, which is investment amount, variable cost, fixed cost, and discount rate. So for those, the ones that are detrimental for the project success, let's reduce them all by 5%. So let's just times it by 0.95. The same with the variable cost, fixed cost, and discount rate. Whereas the sales volume and sales price, let's increase them by 5%. So now this project is cheaper, has got lower variable costs and fixed costs, and a lower discount rate, whereas it sells more product at a higher price. That's basically the dream. Whereas for the pessimistic scenario, we construct a nightmare case where our investment amount, our variable cost, our fixed cost, and our discount rate all go up by 5%, whereas our sales volume and our sales price go down by 5%, meaning that we have to spend more, produce our product at a greater cost, both fixed and variable, our discount rate is higher, and we can sell less of it at a lower price. Now we can drag our discounted cash flow schedule and construct the present value equivalents of our cash flows and drag our NPV calculation across to see what are the net present values of the project under optimistic and pessimistic scenarios. And here we see that in the pessimistic scenario, where we have altered all of the inputs to be detrimental for the project's success, the net present value is still positive, which is a very good sign, meaning that the project is very resilient to changes in external conditions. Whereas in the optimistic scenario, the net present value of the project, unsurprisingly, nearly doubles to 600,000, which means that it does deliver more value, obviously, if the external conditions are more favorable. And that's all there is for some simple sensitivity and scenario analysis for investment appraisal in Excel. Please leave a like on this video if you found it helpful. In the comments below, I'm able to see any further suggestions for videos in business, finance, or economics you'd like me to record. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and consider support us on Patreon. Thank you very much, and stay tuned.